In a quiet house in Prague, on a winter day in 1875, a fragile child was born. He was small, sensitive, unsuited for the world he had entered, and the world would never quite suit him back. His name was Rainer Maria Rilke. His mother dressed him in lace and ribbons, longing for the daughter she never had. His father forced him toward a military career he could never endure. Between these two worlds, softness and discipline, Rilke learned something he would spend his entire life writing about: that the human soul is a place of profound contradictions. He broke away from the military school. He fled from the plans others made for him. He sought something else, not a life of achievements, but a life of inner clarity. He once wrote, "The only journey is the one within." And so he began his long wandering. In Paris, Rilke met the sculptor Auguste Rodin, who transformed his life. Rodin taught him discipline, to work every day, to be patient, to look longer. For the first time, Rilke saw that art was not born from inspiration alone, but from devotion, suffering, and the courage to look inward even when what you find terrifies you. Yet Paris was overwhelming. A city full of noise, crowds, poverty, and death. Rilke felt crushed by it, as if the city demanded he learn something too heavy for a young poet. He wrote, "I am learning to see. Everything enters me deeper and no longer stops where it once used to." Loneliness became his teacher. Silence became his companion. He realized that solitude is not a punishment, it is a doorway. In 1903, a young military cadet wrote to him, begging for advice on becoming a poet. Rilke answered with the tenderness of an older brother and the wisdom of someone who had survived his own storms. These letters, now beloved around the world, contain the essence of Rilke's philosophy. Go into yourself, let life happen to you. No feeling is final. He tells the young man to trust what frightens him, to embrace uncertainty, to understand that becoming is more important than being. In a world obsessed with certainty, Rilke gave us permission to be unfinished. Rilke loved deeply, but he believed that love should never imprison. He wrote that the highest form of love is two solitudes protecting one another. He desired closeness, yet he feared losing himself. He believed that every human being carries a vast, trembling inner world that no one else can fully enter. And yet the miracle is that we try anyway. In his poems, love is both tenderness and ache. The beauty of reaching towards someone, even knowing we will never fully reach. In 1912, while staying in a castle in Duino, Rilke walked along a cliff during a storm. Winds from the Adriatic battered the rocks. Below him, the sea roared, and suddenly he heard a voice. It was not literal. It was something deeper, something that felt like the world itself speaking. The opening line came to him. "Who, if I cried out, would hear me among the angels' hierarchies?" This moment birthed the Duino Elegies, one of the greatest poetic works ever written. They are not simple poems. They demand patience, courage, attention. They speak of the beauty and terror of existence, the mystery of being alive for a brief moment between two infinities. Rilke wrote of angels, not as gentle guardians, but as incomprehensible beings who reflect the unbearable intensity of existence. He believed that beauty is never separate from terror, that life's most powerful experiences carry both. Rilke spent his later years traveling between Switzerland, Italy, and Germany. He lived simply, writing letters, walking alone, studying roses, light, shadows, the passing of seasons. He wrote with a tenderness toward life that only someone who understands death can possess. He said, "Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves." In 1926, at the age of 51, he died of leukemia. His final request was to be buried with a single epitaph he wrote himself, "Rose." O pure contradiction, desire to be no one's sleep under so many eyelids. A final line from a man who spent his life learning how to see the world with impossible clarity. He speaks to the part of us that feels overwhelmed by existence, yet still longs to understand it. He speaks to the lonely, to the searching, to the tender-hearted, to those who sense something beautiful in their own uncertainty. He teaches us that solitude is not emptiness, but a place of transformation. That love is not possession, but mutual protection. That fear is not a wall, but a doorway. And that to live is to constantly unfold, to become, to allow life to shape us without closing ourselves off from its beauty. So if you too feel like a soul still becoming, Rilke walks beside you. And if this story touched you, please subscribe for more journeys into the hearts and lives behind art, philosophy, and meaning.